So when we acknowledge and celebrate the strengths and achievements of other people, we create a shared sense of humanity and interconnectedness. And this transcends our differences and it brings everyone much closer together. Welcome to MAMWAA. I'm Gordy, your host, and this is the podcast that includes you into my most famous song lyrics.
He's a middle-aged man with an attitude, and he didn't even have one till he met you.
That's right, I'm the middle-aged man, and my attitude will chatter us through all things that I'm passionate about, from spirituality, the gym and fitness, food, travelling, and music or movies. Quick disclaimer, this list is not exhaustive. So you can get on or you can get off and join us for the episodes that you like the sounds of. Dip in or dip out, as long as you keep dipping. Either way, we've got something to say and we're going in 3, 2... Hello and welcome to our podcast today. In today's episode, we will be delving into the topic of being polite to strangers and how it can help impact on human connection and development. So, politeness might seem like a small gesture, but it can have a significant impact on our relationships and interactions with others. So let's explore how polite behaviour can help or hinder human connection. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with negative news and divisive rhetoric, it can be really easy to forget the impact that a simple act of kindness towards a stranger can have. So being polite to others, whether it's holding the door open for someone or saying please or thank you, it can go a long way in fostering empathy, understanding among many individuals. Being polite to strangers is a fundamental aspect of social interaction. It sets the tone for positive communication. It can help establish trust and rapport. Polite behaviour can also help break down barriers, foster a sense of community and belonging. I have a quote for you. Listen to this. With everybody having a Facebook and a Twitter, I feel like regular people consider themselves stars. It's a live, real-time upload of every time we buy a pair of socks. The most telling sign that we are losing our politeness. When you know everything about somebody, you can talk to them any way that you please. That's from Jeff Ross, the comedian. End quote. When we show kindness and courtesy to different strangers, we create a more inclusive and welcoming environment. It allows individuals to feel valued and respected. We can show respect, consideration for their feelings. We can make them feel not just valued, but appreciated as well. Politeness can also help to facilitate smoother interactions and create a more pleasant and harmonious environment. When we approach strangers with manners and courtesy, we are more likely to receive the same in return, leading to a more positive and productive exchange. A key thing to note here is that compliments have the ability to brighten someone's day. It can make them feel more seen, more valued, as mentioned, and more appreciated than normal. When we take the time to acknowledge and celebrate those qualities and the actions of others, we don't just make them feel good about themselves, but we also create a ripple effect of positivity that can impact their mood, their confidence, and essentially just their overall well-being. Research has shown that receiving compliments activates the same areas of the brain that are associated with pleasure, social rewards, and self-esteem. Now, this means that when we receive a compliment, our brains release feel-good chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and that can boost our mood and improve our emotional state. In addition to the immediate emotional benefits, compliments from others can also have long-lasting effects on our self-esteem and self-confidence. When we receive positive feedback from other people, it helps to validate our sense of self-worth. It reinforces our belief in our own abilities and qualities, and this can lead to increased self-assurance, motivation, and resilience with ourselves as well. These are essential for navigating life's challenges and pursuing our goals. But it's not just the recipients of compliments who benefit from these interactions. The actual act of giving a compliment can also have a positive impact on the giver. So when we take the time to notice and appreciate the qualities and the actions of others, that helps to cultivate a sense of empathy and connection and gratitude within ourselves too. It reminds us of the goodness and the beauty that exists in the world, and it encourages us to also look for opportunities to spread more kindness and more positivity wherever we go. One of the most powerful aspects of compliments is their ability to create a sense of community and belonging amongst strangers. So when we acknowledge and celebrate the strengths and achievements of other people, we create a shared sense of humanity and interconnectedness. And this transcends our differences and it brings everyone much closer together. This can help us to break down barriers, foster an understanding and an empathy like we discussed. It can help us to build stronger and more supportive relationships with other people around us. So the next time you have the opportunity to compliment a stranger, whether it's on their appearance, their work, or even their character, take a moment to do it. You never know how much of a difference your words can make on someone's day, or how far the positive impact of your kindness can reach from that ripple effect that we discussed. Remember that a simple compliment has the power to light up somebody's world. It creates that ripple effect of positivity and it transforms the way that we see ourselves and other people. So we hope you feel inspired to spread kindness and positivity in your own interactions with strangers. Now, on to the other side of the coin. Politeness can also sometimes be misunderstood as an insincerity, especially in the fast-paced and impersonal society. Some might view our acts of politeness as superficial gestures, lacking true connection or even intentions. What this does is this can hinder the development of a genuine relationship. And as individuals, we might feel more reluctant to open up to those people. We're more reluctant to express our true feelings with somebody that perceives us as only being polite for the sake of politeness. In some cases, excessive politeness can actually come across as insincere or even inauthentic, and that leads to lack of trust and lack of rapport with other people as well. On top of this, being overly polite can sometimes stop us from expressing our true thoughts and our true feelings, and that obviously leads to missed opportunities for those deeper and more meaningful connections. So it's really important that we strike a balance between being polite and being genuine in those interactions with strangers. On the other hand, being polite to strangers can also lead to unexpected moments of human connection and growth. We extend a small act of kindness to someone who we don't know, we create that ripple effect, and that resonates beyond the initial interaction. So, to put this into perspective, whether it's a smile to a passerby on the street or a compliment to a stranger in line at the grocery store, superstore, these small gestures can make a much bigger difference in somebody's day, and ultimately that helps us to strengthen bonds energetically in the universe that connects everyone in a much wider scope. Acts of politeness towards strangers boost feelings of happiness, satisfaction in both parties, the giver and the receiver. So when we treat others with respect and courtesy, we are not only improving our own mood, but we're also contributing to a more harmonious and compassionate society. So in a world where divisiveness and conflict seem to dominate the headlines, the simple act that we're discussing today, being polite to a stranger, it can serve as a powerful reminder of our shared humanity and the potential for positive change in the world. I'm going to follow that up with another quote. Listen to this. I think Regardless of gender, women and men need to be brave, take chances with their work, and be open to feedback. But I do think politeness is an issue that can hinder your work if you aren't careful. Kindness is important, but being overly polite, thinking you can't disagree with someone's about your own work, be careful about that. That quote is from Ellie Kemper, the actress. So the next time you have an opportunity to interact with a stranger, remember the impact that just a polite gesture does have. The small act of kindness, a genuine expression of gratitude. Let's all strive to cultivate that culture of politeness. The empathy that fosters genuine connections, personal growth when you're the one giving it. Let's choose politeness over indifference. Let's choose kindness over apathy. Let's choose understanding over judgments. And together, we can create a more compassionate and connected world. One polite interaction at a time. Thank you everyone for tuning in to our podcast today. We hope that you have found this discussion on the power of politeness both insightful and inspiring. Remember to be kind, be polite, and see that positive impact that it can have on you and your interaction with other people. Please do share and subscribe to the podcast, and you can keep the conversation going over on the Facebook page, Gordy Camp TV. And if you head over to Instagram or Threads, search for @GordyCamp and you can find us there also. Until next time, do take care and stay connected. Goodbye, guys.